Okay, guys, so this time we're going to look at another constituency test, which is called the sentence fragment test. Okay, so a sentence fragment means obviamente fragmentum, so part of a sentence. So, for example, it says here, answers which are not full sentences. For example, who asked this question? Kenya. So, solito Kenya is not a full sentence. However, in this context, it's a sentence fragment. It means like it's a valid answer. Now, if something works as a sentence fragment, then it's working as a constituent in the sentence. Okay. So, for example, you could say Kenya asked this question, or you could just say Kenya. And in this case, in this sentence, Kenya is acting as a constituent. Okay. Let's have a look at another example of a sentence fragment test. It says here, Paul and David's cat ate the food. Who ate the food? Paul and David's cat. Now, again, that's ambiguous in the sense that it could be Paula ate some food and David's cat ate some food, which would be a bit of a weird situation, but it's possible, I suppose. Or it could be the cat that belongs to both Paul and David. Okay. Now, in this case, if you say Paula and who ate the food, so that who is replacing David's cat. Okay, so that's telling us that David's cat is a constituent in this sentence. Okay, and now I've got a pretty cool example. It says, Oscar bought a house with a blue door. What did Oscar buy? He bought a house with a blue door. You could just say a house with a blue door. So that example there, a house with a blue door, is telling me that that is a constituent of the sentence. Why is it a constituent of the sentence? Because I can use it as it's not a full sentence. Like, you can't say a house with a blue door. That's not a full sentence. It's not complete. But you can use it to answer. So that's telling me it's a sentence fragment. Okay. However, if we check this example out, we've got Oscar bought a house with his savings. You couldn't say, what did Oscar buy? A house with his savings. This little star in linguistics means wrong, ungrammatical, incorrect. You can't say it. Okay. Now, that's telling me that this, because it doesn't work as a sentence fragment, that's telling me that it's not a constituent. So let's look at this example. The structure is a little bit different. It's quite cool. So it says here, Oscar bought a house with a blue door. All right, so a house with a blue door is acting as one constituent. And the fact that it's under one constituent is telling me that it's kind of all under one triangle. Okay, now let's have a look at this. Oscar bought a house with his savings. Now, with his savings could be, well, not could be, it is a constituent. For example, I could say to you, how did Oscar buy his house? With his savings. And then you're saying, oh, it's a sentence fragment. If it works as a sentence fragment, then it's a constituent. Or you could say, what did Oscar buy with his savings? A house. And then that would be again, you're giving evidence that that is a constituent on its own. Now, the fact that you can't say, what did Oscar buy? What did Oscar buy? A house with his savings. The fact that this part and this part are not together, you can't answer like that, is telling me that this is not a constituent. However, this is a constituent because we're applying the sentence fragment test. Okay. Well, I hope this information helps you guys. Anything you didn't understand, just let me know, and I'll be happy to help.